What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very special episode of B is for Build. I apologize, I just woke up, but I have to get in the car. Car is packed and ready to go. In this episode, we're going to travel from here in Oregon to San Diego, California, to hit up a drift event with TJ Hunt and crew, and I'm going to try and learn how to drift in the G35. I'm really excited. I have about a day and a half to travel about, I think it's like 1,200 miles, maybe 1,100 miles in this car. And I've driven about 12 so far, so we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. All right, first thing that we're gonna do this morning is I'm gonna drive from here in Portland to Silverton, Oregon, which is like an hour away, because they have a very small population, so their DMV isn't that crowded. I'm gonna go ahead and aim for getting registration, full-on plates for this car, plates and tags for this car. One, because I want to show you guys how easy it is, at least in Oregon, to register a salvage style car, but also because it's a little bit better if you're going to be hopping states to not be on a trip permit, but be on actual registration. Because the cops, if they look at the car, if they see that it was valid registration in Oregon, they might not give you as much stuff, like much problem if you're visiting another state and you say maybe have illegal modifications, like the exhaust flies in where I'm from. I know it's okay. I've heard in California it might not be okay. So that's why it's good to get registration. So I'm going to head down to DMV right now, get that done, and we'll get back on the road.
Voila! We got plates! The only question she asked, she goes, did it burn or something? I said, no, I made it that way. And she goes, forever? Are you gonna paint it? I was like, I don't know. I kind of put a lot of work into making it look that silly. She goes, oh, okay. So, we are behind schedule. I gotta drive another 9 or 10 hours and it is noon right now. DMVs are never fast. So I'm gonna put a bunch of miles in between me and here and there and wherever I'm going. But we are gonna have to stop and do a little bit of a headlight repair. The bulb, the ballast connection keeps coming off the bulb, so we gotta do that before night. So I'll check in a couple hundred miles. I just pulled into Redding, California, about 400 miles away from where we started. I've got over the large mountain pass between Oregon and California. Stopped at In-N-Out, and the sun's setting, so I got to go fix that headlight and figure that out. But I know what you guys are all thinking. You want to see the car, so let's do it. Alright, that won't be the last time we get a look around this car. There's plenty more of that to come. But for now, the sun's going down, so I gotta fix a headlight issue. The back of the ballast that connects to the back of the headlight bulb keeps falling off of this headlight. I don't know if I have it attached in there incorrectly or what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the hood, look at the other headlight, see how that's done, and then go into this one and fix it the same way. And we'll be back on the road. Sweet, problem solved. It was the back of the thing had to go in further and then turn and snap onto the back of the bulb, which first has to be clipped into the headlight, and I skipped a step there. I wasn't snapping it and turning it, I was just pressing it on. So that was it. It kept falling out while I was driving. Good to go. Back on the road. Gonna get as far as I can before I gotta stop for the night. It's about 1 a.m. I'm gonna take a break for now and get some sleep. I got on the road at 10 today and it's 1 now, so that's like a lot of driving. I should be really, really close, but I'm still not. I'm still like 7.5, 8 hours away from San Diego, so I don't know why it's taking me so long. But anyways, I'm outside of Stockton right now at a rest area. I'm just gonna go ahead and sleep in the car for tonight. That was always kind of the plan because I gotta wake up so early tomorrow that there's no reason to get a hotel room. So I'm just gonna throw a sleeping bag on, throw a pillow against the side window, and go to bed, and we'll start early tomorrow morning. 7 a.m., back on the road, heading for San Diego. Carpool lane, huh? Kim, what do you think about that?
Just do it!
It happened, it happened. 1,000 miles into the trip, 1,029 miles into the trip, and the car broke. Something popped and was wrapping around in the wheel well. While I was on the freeway, I pulled over, like did an emergency stop. The tire is kind of shredding itself, so we got to check it out and see how we're gonna fix it. This is weird. It's not even the wheel or the tire that was in the accident side, but if you look inside here, it's just totally disintegrated, going way down deep. So this tire is not, it doesn't have much life left on it. It's gonna blow soon. I assume it's from the tire hitting this thing right here, although I don't know how that happens, because when the knuckle compresses, shouldn't that thing go back up? I feel like that should stay the same distance away from the tire the whole time, but it really looks like it's right below it, and that's what it's been hitting. Damn, gotta figure something out. All right, well, I was able to verify a few things. It's, even though it is aligned with this thing, it's not this thing, because like I said, as the car moves up and down like this thing stays in the same relation to the tire. The tire can't get any closer to this because it's basically a part of the knuckle. So the tire cannot move up to here to get hit. When the tire started to shred, it knocked out our cabling that this attaches, or this is the cable that lets you pop your hood. So I'm gonna grab some zip ties and zip tie that up there and onto this brake line back here. That'll get it out of the way of the tire for the rest of the journey. And we're into the steel belting on this thing. I mean, it's in really bad shape. So I do not know how. I'm gonna hope that there's a tire shop real close by. I'm like 45 miles away from TJ's place, so it's too far for him to like come save me. So gotta find a tire place close by to get a replacement. Kid you not, 5 tire shops later, and I got one that I could find one in the city that has a tire, so we're good there. Now the problem is the car is overheating. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's been acting really strange, so it's one more thing to figure out after I figure out tires. I'm hoping it's just low on fluid, because we had some weird kind of fluid drip. I don't know. It's hot. These guys are fucking awesome. They let me work right beside them. I actually got the car up and the wheels off and everything else like that. I had to strip a bunch of the rubber away from the, that's the leftover tire was all tied up around the thing. He also hooked me up with some water to fill up the radiator. So the radiator was about a quart low or maybe more. So I have a feeling that what's happening is under the heat and the pressure, some of that is spewing out of there. And we're losing a little bit of coolant. So I don't know. But you know, we just drove 1,000 miles in hot weather over mountain passes and stuff like that. So as long as it stays cool on the highway, I'll be cool. I doubt we blew a head gasket or anything crazy like that that would make us lose fluid as we drive. So there's no leaks. So I got a new tire on the other side. We're doing another new tire up front, and then we're back on the road heading over to TJ's place. Finally made it to TJ's place. This place is so much fun because there's everybody here working on cars like non-stop. So I'm gonna join in the action. We're gonna play around with some cars real quick, and then we got to work on this thing a little bit shortly. Got to figure out this overheating issue. All right, it's time to test out the cooling system. I got Calvin here helping me out. So we're going to turn the car on, wait for it to overheat, wait for the fans to kick on, and verify that they are spinning the right way. We want them to be pulling the air towards the back of the car, because I wired them up myself, so who knows, they might be wired up backwards.
Couldn't you have tested that?
I thought I tested it. They kicked on, they cooled the car down, but that was in Oregon where it was like 40 degrees outside, so it's a little bit different than here. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna try that out, see how it goes. Wait a second. All right, so right there you can see that we're overflowing a little bit. We don't have an overflow tank, and I just checked out TJ's car. TJ's got a 350 in there, and he has a tank that just puts a little bit of back pressure from the fluid. So it's like fluid back pressure on there to help keep stuff in there. So I think that's what we need to go do. So we're gonna go buy a generic overflow tank and install it in there with zip ties. And there's a nice big hole right there where it can go.
This thing, we have this good thing right here.
Well, that's the clip to clip it onto the nipple. And we'll zip tie it in there, and then that's all we can do. The fans are operating correctly. System's got fluid in it. That's all we can do. And then it's back to stock. All right, we got a generic not oil catch can, refrigerant. What the fuck?
What
Hang on,
is
take
wrong
2.
with you,
I'm
dude?
tired.
What?
All right.
Figure it out, Chris.
All right, we got a generic overfill can. We're gonna go ahead and wire it up just like the stock one is in this car, like kind of same position, same wiring, or not wiring, but it's like a hosing,
Come on, man, refrigerator.
hosering setup. I'm tired. I've driven a lot lately. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna solve all the problems. Here we go. installed our catch can, our overflow catch can. So what I was talking about,
Our refrigerator.
refrigerant catch can. So hey, it refrigerates the radiator. So what I was talking about some back pressure is basically, so this comes off here. Sorry, it's very dark, it's hard to see, but this comes off of here, comes down to the bottom of this, which is then filled up with fluid. So that's what TJ's 350Z looks like. And the idea is just that amount of back pressure of fluid probably helps this thing from just kind of randomly spitting out fluid as the air fluctuates and goes through the system. So this is also open to let the air bleed out. And so we're gonna now turn the car on and test that for a while we strip out the trunk. So what I didn't mention in a prior episode is that this trunk had a bunch of mold in it. It was super fucking gross and it smells terrible. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and take my stuff out of it and then just rip all of the trunk inside out of this, so hopefully the smell will go away.
I can smell it, dude. It's
so bad. It's so bad. It's literally like moist on the bottom, and we don't know what it's from. Look, like ninja droplets, dude.
That's whatever. That is. It's like.
I think it's rat piss. I think I saw a mouse in the engine bay of this car earlier. Dude, it's so foul in here. It's all gotta go. It's all gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, Chris. Chris, I'm getting it.
Get it.
Oh, it's so damp.
Oh, dude, get it out of here. Get it out of here. All right, that was fully fucking rancid getting that stuff out of there, but it is out of there now. And the smell is already going away. What we're gonna do is get a bunch of cleaning stuff and paper towels and clean and wipe down absolutely everything we can. And then I think that's all we can really do. I was thinking about spray painting over everything, but the smell of the spray paint might be worse than the smell of the whatever it is. All right, all done with the trunk refurbishment. It still smells a little bit, but not nearly as bad. So I'm calling that good. That's as good as we can do, really. So I'm gonna load up all my stuff in that and do whatever else I'm gonna do to get ready for drifting tomorrow.
I don't know why, but TJ wanted us to meet here at 4:30 in the morning to get to this drift event early, really early. So I feel like shit. It's 4:30, I'm here. TJ's not here, and that's how that's going down. I forgot to put my license plate on last night, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now.
All right, it's about 11. People are showing up. We're at the drifting is going on over there, and we're trying to get this car ready for drifting, and we realized that the passenger side seatbelt is all locked up. So Evan is joining me, Dr. Evan Shanks, and we're gonna get classic views for build style. We got the camera set up, and we're gonna fix this seatbelt reeling mechanism. This is what happens when the airbag blows off and it locks your seatbelt, and you can't unravel it anymore. So we're gonna fix that real quick. All right, we're all fixed up. Seatbelt goes in and out now. So we're done, we're ready to go drifting.
All right guys, it's my first time ever drifting. I'm nervous as fuck. I got Evan here with me.
I'm nervous too.
He's gonna hold the camera. We're gonna drive a little bit. We're gonna do a couple laps and then we're gonna switch and then Evan's gonna drive and we're gonna see how we both do. Yep. Here we go.
Such a blast. I'm getting better with every single run. It's time for Evan to go again. I'm gonna stop filming now just because I want to focus on having fun. All right, we were done. I had a fucking blast. I did like 25 runs, but TJ wants to give it a rip.
I want to try it.
So let's do it.
I want to try it. We do that.
Well, I did it. I went out there drifting until the track basically closed. The clutch feels like it's like half as much there as it was when we started. Tires are definitely bald, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. This was such a fun experience. So definitely worth it. It's a little, you know, it's a little scary. It's a little intimidating your first time going out. There's like crazy race cars everywhere and all sorts of crazy stuff going on, but it's definitely worth it to just get out there and give it a shot. So that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this road trip. We're 1,266 miles in now. And I'm on my way now to LA to get ready for the challenge with Tavares. So that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you like BS for Build, you like what we do, head over to bsforbuild.com. Scroll down to the shop, pick yourself up some merch. And you can find us BS for Build on Facebook and BS for Build on Instagram. I'm off to get some dinner with TJ and these guys that are on the microphone right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. Peace.
Come on.